5 questions immigration officers ask when you're entering the US. In the next few months, a lot of you will come to the US for the first time. Whether it is on a student visa, visitor visa, or any other work visa, all of you will have to get through immigration when you enter the US. I remember the first time I entered the US, my heart was racing faster than a Ferrari. Even today, I sometimes get nervous whenever I re-enter the country. Therefore, in today's video, I will share with you the top 5 questions that you can be asked at the port of entry. But hey, before you even think about those heart-pounding moments at the border, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss out on our must-know guides for making the most of your American journey. This video is part of our series, the US Visa Simplified. And if you're new today, I am Priya from It's Ok Yaar and welcome back to our channel. It's Ok Yaar is a content platform for South Asian immigrants and we aim to educate, entertain and empower them. The topic for today is top 5 questions that you can be asked by an immigration officer when you are entering the US, and this is part of our series US Visa Simplified. Now I know those immigration questions can sometimes feel like an exam that you did not study for, but worry not. In this video we are going to break it all down so that you don't feel any nervousness. Plus stick around until the end for a bonus tip that could save you precious time and those nerves. But before I start the questions, I want to first talk about what the CBP officer is trying to understand during those questions and answers when you're trying to enter the country. The CBP officer's questions at the US port of entry are primarily targeted to verify the following details. Identity of a person. Validate if you are the same person who applied for the US visa and confirm your personal details like name, date of birth, nationality, and your fingerprints. Purpose and intent of entry. They also want to verify the purpose of your travel to the US and your intent. They may ask questions to validate your purpose and intent. You need to answer properly so that the CBP officer can verify if your purpose and intent is in line with your US visa. US visa supporting documents. The CBP officer wants to ensure you have all the supporting documents related to the US visa and they are actually genuine. They may ask for documents related to your visa to validate the same. Detect fraud and national security threats. The CBP officers are also trying to verify if there are any security threats related to the individual entering the US. This could be any intelligence reports they have regarding you and validating the same. Now that we know what's the motive behind this exercise, let's discuss the top questions that can be asked. I'm sure you've already guessed a couple of them. What is the purpose of your visit? Whether you're coming here for tourism or as a student or you're moving on a work visa here, be sure that you can explain this to the officer. What is the length of your stay? The officer will cross-check this with your visa to see what is the permitted time frame you are allowed to stay here in the US and then ask you the question, so answer accordingly. If you're coming on a visitor visa or any other short-term visa, be prepared to have proof of return and to answer how long you'll be staying in the US. If you're a student, share the length of your course or the duration of your visa. What is your occupation? They ask you this question to ensure that you're not coming into the US to work without proper work permits. If you're coming in on an H-1B visa, make sure you mention your occupation that was used to file your H-1B visa. They may also ask, where do you work as a follow-up to this question, so answer accordingly. Do you have anything that you'd like to declare? Honestly, I've never been asked this question, but we've heard quite a few people who've been asked this recently and thought we should share this. Please include that in case you're coming to the US and carrying cash or jewelry above the permissible limits. First, don't even try to do that. Where will you be staying? Make sure that you know the details of where you will be staying. If you are visiting and going to stay in a hotel, mention the name of the hotel and the area where it is. If it is a friend's place, mention the area such as Jersey City or Brooklyn, etc. If you're going to stay at your company's quarters, then mention that. Be prepared to answer these questions as this will make your experience of entering the US relatively smooth. However, sometimes the officers may not be happy or convinced by your answers, and in that case, you may be subjected to a secondary inspection. This can happen if some of your answers raised a red flag in their system. When they take you to a secondary inspection, you may be asked to accompany them to a separate room where they will do the secondary inspection. During this inspection, they may check all your belongings and ask you more in-depth questions. They can ask you to show electronics, data, ask you to open any app and share details with them as needed. Please remember, this does not happen with everyone. It hasn't happened with us, but it has happened with a couple of our friends, and they're usually pretty kind during the secondary inspection. We don't want to scare you, but we wanted to make sure that we give you the complete information. We hope this video was helpful for you. And now to the golden nugget. But before I share that, please hit that subscribe button if you watched this video so far. The golden nugget of wisdom that I wanted to share with you is: have your travel documents neatly organized and easily accessible. Create a travel folder or pouch where you keep all your passport, visa, flight details, and other relevant documents. Trust me, the small preparation can make a world of difference when you are standing there at the customs counter and you're not struggling to find the documents that they've been asking for. Not only does it show that you're organized and prepared, but it also helps you breeze through the initial checkpoint. CBP officers appreciate travelers who have their documents in order. It makes their job easier and your entry smoother. Plus, it's a great way to start your journey on the right foot. Please like, share, and subscribe if you've made it this far, and please leave in comments the kind of videos you'd like us to create. We really want to bring content that's actually going to be valuable to you. If things are not going your way, remember it's okay, yaar, and things are going to turn around. This is Priya signing off. Have a wonderful day.